What's up, guys? Bear with me a moment. I don't do these live videos very often, so I'm trying to. There we go. There we go. Full screen now. Uh, all right. So, I'm going to be doing another collection update here shortly. I don't have anything beyond Blu rays and DVDs. I have gotten some books and a few other things, but that'll just have to wait till. And some vinyl, but that'll have to wait till the next update. It's a little too lazy to grab everything. Anyways, just waiting here a second for people to come in here. Um, for some reason you missed part of this, we'll try and post it on YouTube. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to get ready here and start with the DVDs first because there's less of them. Um, all right. Okay. Well, let's get right into it. All right. So this one apparently been out for a little while, actually. I think since last year, but never quite managed to find it in my Walmart discount bin. But it's definitely one worth grabbing. It's the Houses of Hell 4 movie set. And this one is notable because it has a couple movies that weren't put out separately. Sorry if the lighting's not doing too good on the back there, but it has the Dunwich Horror, which is a 2000. This is a 2008 version, but what's cool about it, Jeffrey Combs is in it, but also Dean Stockwell, who of course was in the 70s version that I personally love very much. I actually have in one of the back rooms Dean Stockwell signed Dunwich Horror movie poster. That's really cool. As far as I can tell, nobody got a release DVD or Blu-ray of this anywhere. Certainly not here in the U.S. So, as far as I can tell, this set is the only one that has it. It also has another slasher flick called American Horror House with Morgan Fairchild that also is not out anywhere. It's kind of, aside from Dunwich Horror, it's kind of a slasher set. It also has House of Bones and Mask Maker, which did come out elsewhere. But cool little set. Another one that I'm going to have to return, actually, because the disc is scratched. But nonetheless, Killer High. This is another film that aired at one point on Sci-Fi. I don't know if it's unedited at all. But it actually looked fairly decent, fairly bloody from what I've been told. So I gave it a go. It didn't, not the typical creature feature fare from them. This is the DVD I got from the Severin sale not too long ago. Very obscure movie called Frankie and His Pals. This one's numbered. I believe the numbered edition's sold out, but I think they have like a retail version coming. Definitely doesn't look like a good film, but it's unique. It's a comedy, kind of their version of the Universal monsters, coming back to life in modern times of 1990. Terrible, but it looked kind of fun. I haven't watched it yet, so can't say for sure. This title like this is always going to catch your eye. I just got this at Walmart, actually. Cannibal Corpse Killers. At first I thought it might have been the band. I'm sure that's what they're trying to capitalize on, but it's kind of looks like they kind of pitch it as Road Warrior with the zombies. So I was sold. Actually has some decent reviews out there, so who knows, we might do one on that at some point. I also got Ghosts of War, which is a World War II themed horror flick. Has a pretty good cast. I know Billy Zane's in there. Uh, Always enjoy Billy Zane. Doesn't always make the best movies, but I do enjoy Billy Zane. This one's out of print, actually. Kung Fu flick called Outlaw Brothers from Dragon Dynasty. Let's see, coming to the end of the DVDs here. Like I said, this is going to mostly be a Blu-ray update. This is an out-of-print Christopher Walken flick that I've never actually seen. It's got an interesting cast. Cyndi Lauper is in it. Vera Farmiga. Tom Noonan is in it. So, looked pretty good, actually. It's just one of those films that he did that just, I don't know, didn't catch on. Looks like it was made around 2000. So, and the last DVD, another one I've never seen, older release, Meeting Daddy. It's a comedy, one of Lloyd Bridges' last movies. Kind of looks like a raunchy romantic comedy. Kind of looks like it kind of came out around the time of Something About Mary. Never saw it, so should be a fun watch here at some point. All right. One more DVD. I lied. Another Walmart pickup. The Trees Have Eyes, which also appears like it might be a zombie flick. Don't know much about it. It was just a random Walmart pickup, so can't really say. All right, let's get into the Blu-rays. This I got from Dark Force, Code Red. This is the slip cover. It's Insect. It's not going to show right now because it's not dark, obviously, but it's a glow-in-the-dark cover. This is also known as Blue Monkey, and which I'm kind of glad has the art that I'm used to beneath the slip. This is actually a really good movie. In fact, the production values on this one I always remembered being really good. It's a Steve Railsback flick. John Vernon's also in it. It's a really good monster flick. This one's worth your time if you go to the Dark Force store. I do recommend it. Another one, who knows, we might get a review for this one. And like I said, this is the slip cover that glows in the dark, the alternate title. I do recommend that. It's been a while, but I always really liked that as a kid, and I'm glad to see it on Blu-ray. This is a Horror Pack pickup. I don't actually subscribe to Horror Pack, but I try and get some of these separate. This is Witch's Brew, which was, I think, initially made around the time when I was working in movies, and I remember picking this up and liking it. It's a horror comedy. Chris LaMartina, who does pretty cool movies, actually. He also did President's Day, I believe, which is also a Horror Pack Blu-ray release. Been on DVD, but this is the first time it's ever been on Blu-ray. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pardon me here a second. Have not watched this one yet. This movie has a very bizarre premise based on an actual thing that exists, which I think makes it extra disturbing. Swallow. It's basically this woman that has this compulsion to swallow random objects, and it progresses, and yeah, apparently pretty disturbing little movie. Gonna try and pop this in soon. We haven't reviewed this one, but I really like the idea of it. We did a show on phobias at one point back in the day, and there are some really disturbing and unusual ones. I forget the technical terms, but like, you've got the people out there that feel like they need to like cut off an arm or a leg because they feel like it doesn't belong. There's also a really good Nick Stahl movie uh, that kind of focused on that topic. I can't think of it right now, but I do remember he was in it. From Scream Factory, I got The Graveyard Shift. Uh, I always like this one. It's not like one of the better regarded King film adaptations, but always enjoyed it. I haven't opened this one yet, but can't go wrong with Brad Dourif. Stephen Mock of Monster Squad's also in that one. Also, the 13 Ghosts Collector's Edition Blu Ray from Scream Factory. I always liked the original DVD release of this because it had the ghost bios where you click on them and you got some of the backstories on the ghosts, which I always thought was like a cool early in the game DVD release that I thought was a nice little gimmick. That and like when you had Captain Spaulding talking to you, talking shit because you weren't like making up your mind and hitting play or whatever. We reviewed this on the show, The Outsider. I don't know yet if this is like a one and done. It tells a complete story though, so if it is all she wrote, very good show. Like I said, go back. We do talk about that. I can't remember if this was actually from the Severance sale. I think it was. Revenge of the Living Dead Girls, which is a 80s zombie flick, Gene Roland. And give you some look at the back cover there. I do need to pop this in. I have seen this movie before, but I haven't watched the Blu-ray yet. Another one we might have a review at some point. Little sexploitation comedy from the Severance sale. What by Roman Polanski. Still going through the Severance sale here. The Wild Wild World of Jane Mansfield. I'm lagging. I haven't watched a lot of these yet. Mondo Bellardo. I'm sure I've referenced that on the show before. One of the classic Mondo flicks. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think we've ever actually done a show on Mondo flicks, so we'll have to rectify that at some point. I feel like we might have done a couple separate, like way back in the day, but maybe something to look out for, maybe in October. Also from the Severance sale, The Survivor, an Australian flick. I'm a big fan of Australian cinema. Truth be told, I don't remember being the biggest fan of this movie, but I got it on sale during the Severance sale, so couldn't turn it down. I collect pretty much everything that they've got. Have to watch it with new eyes. Saint Bernard, very oddball flick. Warwick Davis is in this one. Gabe Bartolota. I don't think I've actually seen this one either, to be perfectly honest. It was kind of not completed or unavailable. This one we did review, Masked Mutilator, wrestling themed slasher, and sorry to say it sucks. It was not very good. Kruger, our reviewer, of course, history in the wrestling business, didn't care for it either. I don't know if we were too harsh because knowing wrestling, you can kind of, there's like so much more they could have done with it. This is another one that wasn't completed for a long time, and then they, after like 30 years, they did complete it, and it shows. It's not very good, but you can go back and look at our review. I feel like we probably said at least something nice about it, but another one from my recent Walmart trip, The Witch Subversion. This is actually an action movie, and it's supposed to be a series of films. I think it's supposed to be a trilogy, very highly rated. The Witch Subversion is the title on that one. Kind of realized I loved this film when I saw it in theaters. Then I realized I'd never got the Blu Ray for some strange reason. So, director, the Nice Guys. I think Russell Crowe and Gosling were actually really funny in this one, and I love retro Los Angeles stories. I thought that one was really good. I've got a couple big ones, but I'm saving those for the main event. Uh, we obviously reviewed this one. Very long road to theaters. The Hunt. We reviewed that quite a ways back, kind of pre-virus. This one I'm kind of going fast because we reviewed this also very recently. Open 24 hours. I actually like this one. It's not had a couple little flaws, but it's a good time. And the Blu-ray actually has an alternate ending, which I'm very curious to watch. In fact, if I don't get too busy with reviews tonight for future shows, I'm gonna have to pop that one in. All right, these are exclusive to Shout Factory's website. Kind of relaunching their Roger Corman line. And so they probably won't last long. I know these are limited. Got Street Walkin' with Melissa Leo, kind of a pre-fame title that she did for Corman. Dale Midkiff's actually also in this one. And I got the double feature Blu-ray of Caged Heat and Jackson County Jail. So I can finally get rid of the DVD on this one. They have a couple others that I just ordered that went up. Deaf Sport and Attack of the Crab Monsters. So those will probably be coming in a future update. One I forgot I ordered here, but I'm glad I did. I remember... this is Brutal Massacre, a comedy. It's got a lot of known names in there. David Naughton, Brian O'Halloran, Ellen Sandweiss, Gunnar Hansen, Ken Foray. It's a comedy. It's kind of like a mockumentary about a failing director trying to resurrect his career with a new horror flick, and pretty much everything goes wrong. I have a Fangoria banner off there on my stairway as you come down here, and it's huge. Everybody from the convention that year signed it, and I believe some of the Brutal Massacre people, Gunnar and O'Halloran, I believe for sure, are on there. I remember this movie being pretty funny, actually, and I'm not usually always big into the mockumentary style, so that says something. Action movie, I Am Vengeance, Retaliation. It's a sequel to I Am Vengeance. Wrestling fans know Stu Bennett is Bad News Barrett. I remember the first one being a pretty solid kind of old school action flick. It's another Walmart pickup. This is a new Steelbook from Synapse. Classic film. I love this movie. The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. A limited Steelbook. I don't think it's sold out, though, or anything yet, so I think you're still good. Double-sided. I haven't opened this one yet. I do love this movie. I can't fucking wait for Tombs of the Blind Dead. I've been waiting for a Blu-ray for that forever, it seems now. That is one of my favorite horror films of all time. So I'm hoping they get to moving on it. This one is The Quest. This was also known as Fog Dreaming. Henry Thomas. It's actually a family film, family adventure film. And I think it had some kind of I don't know, supernatural overtones. I can't remember exactly. Brian Trenchard Smith, if you don't know that name, you've certainly been entertained by him over the years. He's done so many awesome movies. And I remember this being really good. Henry Thomas was not too far removed from E.T. at this point. And yeah, I remember it being a really good movie. We might do this one on Flesh Wound Juniors at some point. Kind of our family offshoot show. This is another one. I have seen this. It's called Mikey, from the MVD Rewind collection. Ashley Lawrence is in this. Of course, I'm a huge Hellraiser fan. Um, it's kind of an evil kid slasher flick. I remember liking it. I hope this one holds up because I did enjoy it uh, back when I had it on VHS. Uh, Another possible review coming. So I still have some stuff coming. I didn't get everything from the Severance sale. Some of it's coming from Walmart. Our Jess Franco show is done so well, so I know we're having more Jess Franco stuff coming. This is the limited one, so I had to pay more for it, unfortunately, because it's already sold out. But Bahia Blanca. I thought this one would still be available on Amazon, but apparently this was the sale exclusive. Always forget with Franco. Make sure nothing on the back cover. There's nothing objectionable on this one. So, unfortunately, this one you're going to have to pay for now. I realized I made that mistake of not ordering it and got it quick. I paid more, but it's a lot worse now, unfortunately. Couple quick ones. Deep Blue Sea 3, we just reviewed that. So, if you're curious. Home invasion action flick. The Bruce Willis Survive the Night. Another Walmart pickup. We're getting close to some of the main event titles. Running through these real quick because we reviewed them. Vinegar Syndrome Show, The Naughty Victorians, one that I liked quite a bit. The 11th Commandment, and Perfect Strangers. Running through those quick because you can just go listen to the show and hear all about those. Another one from Dark Force, double feature, exploitation drive-in flicks, Hollywood High and Teenage Mother. I got that actually along with Blue Monkey when that one came out. Still have a couple in that line that I actually need. Alright. 3 more to go, guys. I love this movie. I'm a huge Rutger Hauer fan. Split Second. It's a sci-fi alien monster flick that Kim Cattrall's also in this one. Really cool cover art on this. Always really liked it. I believe it's a 1992 film. Always enjoyed this one quite a bit. Alright, getting down to our final 2. These are just came in. This is the limited edition version of the Flash Gordon 4K set. The big difference on this is it includes Life After Flash, which is a documentary, a feature-length documentary on Sam Jones, the actor that played Flash Gordon, and kind of focuses on him after the success of that movie. Didn't go on to do a whole lot. Did some fun little B movies though. Sorry about the glare. Might have a review for this. We're getting ready for a lot of our Halloween shows, but it's a pretty cool set. It has some lobby cards and everything. All right, so our final one of the evening, and this is a big one in scope too. Try and back up here. This is the never say it right. Gamera Complete Collection Blu Ray set, and this is heavy. I hate Amazon. Never, of course, padding stuff properly, but it looks good. As you can see from the back, it's fairly reasonably priced. I'm hearing that this one could be a sellout soon. That seems kind of strange right now, but last I looked, it wasn't on Amazon. I was starting to get a little worried about it coming in. This has like the complete comic collection as well. There's a lot of extra features, way too many to actually go over. but it does have the last three, actually, the 90s Gamera flicks are really good. If you're a kaiju fan, I think they are quite amazing. I can remember seeing the 1998 Godzilla and of like most people being just crushed and very disappointed. Uh, but I'll tell you, those the last three flicks here were really good. Attack of the Legion, Revenge of the Iris, Gamera the Brave. Really good movies. Uh, this is a neat set. I'm excited to dive into it. Very heavy. I want to say I paid 125, which, considering what you get here, the amount of movies, but also the comic collection and everything else, it's a pretty good deal actually. Uh, so this one I would, again, you never know, but I wouldn't sleep. I'd sleep on this one because I think they Arrow posted a update that they were starting to sell out of these. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe tonight I'll dive into it a little bit, time permitting. So I think that's everything I've got, guys. Be sure to check out fleshwoundfeatures.com, the eBay store. Got some cool new stuff on there. Not even just horror stuff. I actually just posted some. Uh, God, what did I post? I posted some Barbie stuff. I posted some other collectible stuff. I'm still like, you don't see it, but off camera I've got a big stack of eBay I've been slacking on, so I'm going to try and get the rest of it listed shortly. Of course, there's a ton of movies up there. And yeah, on YouTube, be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. That really does help us because we're still new on YouTube. And Twitter, Flesh Wound Radio. And we've got some big shows coming up for you guys here. We're going to be doing some Treehouse of Horrors episodes. That's kind of one cool theme. We're doing some Masters of Horror. Look back at that series that we're going to be having go live. We just posted a review for Random Acts of Violence. If you haven't watched that video yet, that's a recent film from Shudder. One that's a long time in the making from Jay Baruchel. And I think that's everything, guys. I hope everybody's excited for Halloween. I was a little disappointed Walmart didn't have anything out yet, but I know there's some places around here that are starting to roll it out. So, all right, guys, that's all I've got. Good night.